All right, good evening, everyone. We're back with our TV show. That's what I said. I'm with my good friend, Don Antonio. Hello, Mr. Antonio. Where are you from?
Originally, I was born right there by the Tower of the Americas, 150 feet from where they are now on Live Oak Street. In a two-story house. And then when they built the towers, they got rid of some part of that street. Some parts still exist about a mile or two further down.
Oh, that's like downtown?
Right downtown, right by the towers, the American two towers.
Okay. So you've been to San Antonio a while.
I've been in San Antonio. I haven't been in San Antonio 44 years and about 4 months. I mean, it changed. It was different. Now we got some highway system that's bigger. San Antonio's bigger than LA, by the way, in the area.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to get bigger all the way to Austin pretty soon.
All right, Mr. Antonio, do you believe in ghosts?
Absolutely.
Okay, do you believe in ghosts? Some ghosts are nice, some are mean,
Yes.
in between. Huh?
Yes, there are some nice
Some
like people.
some ghosts are mean. Can you make the sound of a mean ghost, like in a movie? Like some ghosts scream.
Actually, what they do when they're mean, is they make you make mistakes and you end up having problems.
Oh yeah, they make you make mistakes.
Make mistakes. That's the way I see it goes. Yeah. I believe that.
And let me ask you, do you take vitamins?
Absolutely.
You take them daily?
Almost daily. I'm very
daily.
good about it.
And do you go to church?
Yes.
So like weekly or several times a week?
Whenever I get horny.
Go to church?
Whenever I get horny. That's what the girls and the women go to church.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. So I guess that you already answered my next question. Do you like to have fun? Okay. All right. Who do you admire the most and why?
Living or dead?
Living.
Wow, that's a hard question.
Okay.
I don't think I answered that.
What about deceased, dead?
I would think of Shakespeare or Einstein or Leonardo da Vinci.
Da Vinci.
Da Vinci, yes.
Oh, wow.
You know, that man was.
He's like a genius. He was a genius, a scientist and a genius.
He was bisexual, by the way.
It was what?
He was bisexual. Most people don't know that. You know, he went to bed with men and women.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Moving right along. Do you believe in UFOs?
Yes.
Have you ever been abducted by one and abused?
Well, I haven't been abused and I haven't been abducted. I think we all have at one time or another, we don't know it.
Been abducted?
I'm saying I think we all have. So that means yes.
Hey, so you remember a few months ago we had that lockdown where they told everybody to stay home?
Yeah.
You remember there was a lot of toilet tissue and other necessities that we needed?
Yep.
It's hard to find.
Yep.
Were you one of those who stocked up on that toilet tissue?
Nope.
No? Okay, great.
I don't believe in the pandemic.
Don't believe in it?
No, I know what it is. It's not a pandemic, it's a mandemic. Mandemic. It was created by the Jews in Israel. This is true. By China, Japan, America, and the Russians got together. And you know why? Because they got to reduce the population. Just think about it. Can I explain to you while we're talking?
Okay, we got it. 1 minute, please.
During peace pleading, there were 500 million people in the crisis war, more or less. When Shakespeare was born 1,500 years later, it was almost 1 billion people. 1,500 years later. In 1546, when Shakespeare was born, 64, until the year 2000, there was almost 3 billion people, not quite. In 1965, that was 65 years later, there were 3.5 billion people. From 65 to now to 2000, it doubled from almost 7 billion at the beginning of the century, 2000. From 2000 to now, it's gone from almost 7 billion to approaching 8 billion. You know, it's getting shorter and shorter. If it goes much longer, we're going to crash. We're going to be like some of those locusts that eat out all their food and everything, and pretty soon they don't have anything. They crash and they die. They become very few. That's what's going to happen to us. So that's why they have a pandemic. It's a man-made thing.
Well, okay. That sounds scary. Let me ask you, you said that you exercise?
Yes.
Can you show us a squat?
Squat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Feet shoulder width. Okay. Just squat down and up. All right, great. And you said that you did jiu-jitsu?
Yeah.
Can you show us a couple moves? Just easy, maybe a warm-up move, a block.
Come over here a minute.
Oh no.
No?
I need to stay behind my camera where it's safe.
Okay. Well, the best place to hit somebody when you really mean, when they're really mean at you, is hit them right here in the sword like this. And it knocks all the air out of them. If you hit them over to the left, it might stop their heart. Hit them like that, and they'll go boom. Like, and sometimes they pass out.
Yeah. I've had that happen before. Have you ever been on an airplane?
Yes, I've been in 2 airplane crashes.
Oh.
1 military and 1 civilian.
Oh, so you're former military?
Yes,
You were like Army?
Air Force.
Air Force.
Yes.
Well, thank you for your service.
Well,
Thank you.
I think I did a terrible thing when I was in service. I was killing people overseas by fixing equipment over here on B-52s. They were killing people in Vietnam. Yeah.
You didn't see it as your duty?
No, I saw it for the money because they were paying me a lot of money for that time. Yeah, they were paying me and a lot of overtime too. That was right here in Kelly Airport.
Kelly.
Yeah. The longest airport, the longest runway in the world at that time.
And you said you were in 2 crashes.
Yes.
Can you explain those crashes?
Well, the first one I say it was military because I was in the Civil Air Patrol, and we were in a wooden airplane that was Sternman or something like that, and they were doing takeoff and landings and running over a rope until you could land the close after you passed the rope. And this young man, about 14 or 15 years old, stalled, and we came down, and the wings broke, and we went up like that. I consider that an airplane crash. Yeah.
Mishap.
Mishap, yeah.
Now, Mr. Antonio, along with you liking to have fun, can you dance?
Absolutely. Now you're not gonna ask me to dance by myself.
Can you do the Texas two-step or some sort of country western or move your feet back and forth? Come on, show us a couple moves.
Where's the music? I mean, I guess that's in the movie, man.
Come on, that's it.
Yeah, I can dance. I like to dance. Yeah. I got the thing. In fact,
So you got some rhythm, huh?
yes.
And did you say you could do a push-up?
Maybe 1. Yeah.
Can we see one?
1 push-up.
All right. All right, great. Uh-oh. Okay, very good. Yeah. Very good.
Yeah, for an old man, yeah.
All right, very good.
You can ask me to jump?
Sir, let me ask you, do you love your country?
Yes, I love my country, but I also love the world.
Love the world?
Yeah. Our country's not perfect. Just because we're on top right now doesn't mean we're always going to be on top. Guess what's going to happen when we crash, this economy breaks, and we're not the #1 country. Mexico's going to invade us. Panama's going to invade us. Costa Rica is going to invade us. I mean, Panama, see, the Russians haven't forgot what we did to them. You know, we let them fight the war until they won it, and then we went in there at the very last moment and claimed victory. That's true. They lost 5 million people. We lost 500,000. That's 500,000 people. They lost 20 times more people than we did.
And so,
10 times.
let me ask you one more question. Do you eat fruits and vegetables?
Absolutely. Papaya, avocados, apples. Of course, apples will have to put in a blender or grinder.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like
Apple
make a
cider.
smoothie. You kind of make a smoothie out of it?
Not really. I just crush them so I can get them down. I don't have any teeth anymore.
Okay. So you feel they have health benefits?
They do, yeah.
Okay.
And the most important fruit of all is something most people don't know about. It's moringa.
Moringa.
Moringa, yeah, it comes from Africa. And for many, many years, it wouldn't grow anywhere, anyplace else but there. Now they're growing it in South America, and it's readily available.
Did you say Morinda or Moringa?
Moringa, M-O-R-I-N-G-A. That stuff is something like, they say something like 10 times more antitoxins than blueberries. I mean, you put a little bag of moringa in a gallon of water, and let it sit there for half an hour, you drink some, and you might be tired as hell, and all of a sudden, man, you feel good.
I'm going to have to find some of that.
You have to try it, moringa.
Okay, Mr. Antonio, Mr. Don Antonio,
Don Antonio.
thank you very much for participating in our interview. That concludes our show for this segment. Thank you very much.
You're quite welcome.